And 11, if you are working here, you could easily take your whole family here. Madali lang. As in talagang sobrang weeks lang ang aantayin mo as long as you meet the standards of financial standards, accommodation standards, and all of the standards of the UK immigration laws. And I'll dig deeper to that on my next vlogs, upcoming vlogs, kasi mahaba-haba na tong vlog ko na to. I've been off for 3 days, kaya ang dami kong pahinga. Natulog lang ang lola nyo at saka ang daming ginawa sa bahay. Non-stop ang washing machine. So, what are we going to talk about today? Ito ang aking cheat. Tada! So, we're talking about the pros and cons of living here in the UK. As you may all know now, ako ay nandito sa UK and I've been here for more than 4 years. Magpo 4 years na yata, parang ganyan. Dumating ako 2014. So, tama, magpo 4 years na ako dito ng August. I came here in a spouse visa and nurse ako dito. Pero, like, sinasabi ko dun sa dati kong vlogs sa sahod ng UK nurse, hindi ako exempted dun sa rules to be able to work here as a nurse. So, pinagdaanan ko yung normal na proseso to be able to work here as a nurse. So, this vlog is about the pros and cons of living here in the UK. Number 1, sikat na sikat to sa buong mundo. Kahit na sa Pilipinas, sikat na sikat yan. We've got National Health Service. As you may know, we've got free healthcare. Well, it's not really free kasi we pay for it. We pay for it via tax. It's a tax-funded health service. So, kapag nagkasakit ka, nagkalagnat ka, may hay fever ka, sinipon ka, pwede kang pumunta sa GP mo, which is our general practice. And yun yung para mga doctor mo sa community. Kung saan ka nakatira or kung saan ka nakaregister. So you could easily just make an appointment, but it's, as you all know, ang dami-daming balita dyan na sobrang strained NHS ngayon. So, it would take weeks, sometimes even months to get an appointment. Magaling ka na. Tapos, tsaka ka lang makikita. Pero, you know, meron kasing like, para siyang triage. So, if you're really desperate for it, you could just call a certain number and then they will go for you. Or you will be given an urgent appointment. So, help. Ang mahal-mahal yan, di ba, sa Amerika? Sa Pilipinas, kapag wala kang pera, mamamatay ka talaga sa daan. Di ba? So, we've got free healthcare here. And number 2, and work-life balance. Dito ko naranasan talaga na mandatory na kailangan kunin ko yung annual leave. Else, hindi siya pwedeng mag-roll on kasi to the next year. Kailangan ko siyang gamitin kasi I think here, they value work-life balance. And dito ko lang siya talaga na-experience. Siguro partly because of the weather. Well, rainy weather na laging sikat na sikat sa buong mundo. Na it always rains eh. And Brits tend to go on a holiday as often as they could. Kaya, ang sobrang ganda ng work-life balance ito. On appointment, dahil bago pa lang ako dito, 1 year pa lang ako dito, I have got 27 days of paid annual leave and 8 days public holidays. So, kung tatansyahin mo, I usually get 6 to 7 weeks of holiday. And that's paid. Iba pa yung mga gusto kong kunin kasi tinatamad ako or meron akong urgent long weekend somewhere. So, ganon ka-importante na you're happy holistically when you're working. Kaya they need to be mandatory that you have to spend that annual leave. So, number 3, people here are generally polite. Siguro alam niyo naman, di ba, that people here are more tolerable. Ganyan, tolerant. So, dito ko ilang beses na experience na because of my American accent, sila pa yung nahihiya na they cannot understand me. Sila pa yung mag-apologize. Sila pa yung magsasabing, pardon me, I'm so sorry, I cannot understand you. I'm so sorry, I didn't hear that correctly. Alam mo yung feeling na they are so welcoming. And I've been to different countries. I've been to America. I've been to loads of countries in Europe. I always get that politeness here in the UK. That's why I love it here. And what else? At saka, ito pa, isa pang chika. Alam niyo ba yun? Dito ko napansin yung first few months ko dito sa UK. When you're offered a coffee or a tea, cha. Pagka-sip mo, it's mandatory to say, lovely. Because you're being polite. And you should be. Kapag kunwari in-invite ka sa bahay, you've got to always say thank you. Dito yun. At saka dito sa UK, lagi yung, dito ko talaga lagi makakarit. I'm sorry. Thank you. Pardon me. So, ganun na mga Briton. So, number 4. UK is multicultural. Pumunta ka sa London, pumunta ka sa Manchester, pumunta ka sa mga bigger cities, even small towns, like where I live, it's multicultural. Sabi ko nga, you rarely see a white face. It's very multicultural. Vast talaga siya. And, which is good, diba? And number 5. Ito, advantage to when I moved here in the UK. You could easily get to Europe. I love traveling. I love traveling to Europe kasi it's, you know, it's really easy to get to and it's cheap. Sobrang mura niya. As in, you could fly via Ryanair, Flybe, whatever. Ang mura niya lang. Sobra. Kaya, yun ang advantages of living here in the UK. Number 6. Public transport. Oh my God. I couldn't stress this enough. When you go to London, alam niyo yung underground? Yung tube. Diba? Para siyang habi-habi talaga. As in, and very frequent yung kanyang trains. Amazing. And they've got that for hundreds of years. I love London because of that. Yung how systematic, how efficient the public transport is. Not only in London, it's all over the country. When you go to bigger cities like Manchester, the trains are there, the buses are there, trams. And here in my area, the buses are regular. So if you don't drive yet, you will not feel isolated kasi the public transport is really good. Number, saan na tayo? 7. Number 7 pros is the English heritage. Dahil sa English heritage, they're really so proud of it. Ang dami mong pwedeng puntahan dito lang sa UK ha. They're so proud of their English heritage. Kaya they will preserve certain buildings like stately homes, clock towers, old towers, houses. Dito, they are really taking importance of those of their history. Kaya meron nga dito yung yung not NHS Trust, National Trust, English Heritage, and they are, I think, group ba yun? To look after these stately homes or certain gardens, and they are really good for that. Like for example, dito sa area ko, they have got a conservation area. You're not allowed to tweak things without their approval. And sometimes they're really, really strict at it. You have to adhere to their rules and standards. So that's really good, I think. Kasi ito yung mga hindi natin minsan nakakaligtaan sa Pilipinas. Basta may pera, pwedeng ipagawa, pwedeng ipatayo, pwedeng palagyan ng building sa background ni Jose Rizal sa Luneta. That will not happen here. So, number 8. I think lifestyle here is generally healthier. Brits are they're very keen cyclists, walkers, runners. Have you heard of fell runners? They love sports. I think they are generally healthier. They promote 5 a day. Alam niyo 5 a day? 5 portions of fruit and vegetables a day. You've got to eat healthier. And I think nandito yung talagang being conscious of being healthy. Like, you know, eating organic, eating less fat, 10% less fat, less of this, gluten-free. At ang dami-dami pang less and free off. So, I think, comparable to where I come from, na kung ano yung pera mo, yun lang yung kaya mong pilin. You'll not think of the cons of what you're eating. Dito, because this is such a rich country, they could afford to choose what they want to put in their mouths. Yun. So, number 9. 9. 9. And they speak English. Yun talaga. At kasama ko siya kasi, like for example, if you go to Europe countries, you've got to speak, if you go to immigrate to Europe countries like Italy, France, Spain, Portugal, you've got to speak their language. You've got to speak Portuguese, Italian, Spanish, French, or whatever. Dito, kahit American accent ka, okay lang. You'll survive. Manood ka na lang ng Harry Potter. Pwede na yun. And number 10, education is free. And it's not only free, it's a really good quality standard. So, sabi nila, kapag daw nagpunta ka sa Scotland, hanggang college daw ay free. But I don't know. And I'm so tamad, I did not do my research. And 11, if you are working here, you could easily take your whole family here. Madali lang. As in talagang sobrang weeks lang ang aantayin mo as long as you meet the standards of financial standards, accommodation standards, and all of the standards of the UK immigration laws. And I'll dig deeper to that on my next vlogs, upcoming vlogs, kasi mahaba-haba na tong vlog ko na to. Yun na. Tama na guys. Enough is enough. Long day pa ako bukas. Bye! Spread the love, not hate.